Recently, I had a lot of viewers ask me, CycleCruza, what are the best motorcycle tires you can get for the money that lasts the longest? Well, I've had multiple sets of tires from different brands over the years, dating back all the way to 2012. Currently, I own a Street Fighter, Dual Sport, Supermoto, Superbike, and of course last year I owned a Cruiser. And I'm going to tell you what are the best motorcycle tires you can get for each type of motorcycle. So stay tuned.
Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today.
Continue to leave video suggestions, but you may find what you're looking for by visiting my website at CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab My Videos. And those are a bunch of playlists with all of my videos categorized in them to make it easier for you to navigate through. I'll start off with street bike only tires first, and then I'll talk about dual sport and supermoto tires. I've had a lot of different sets of tires over the years, and I will tell you there are a specific set of tires that stand out as the very best that are currently on my CBR 1000 RR. They will give you the best bang for your buck and last the longest. I'll talk about that in just a moment, but before I talk about those, I want to share my experience with the other sets of tires that I've had over the years, starting with the CBR 250R, which I had Battle Axe BT16 tires. That's a good overall tire, pretty good feel, good in dry and wet conditions, good on the highway. Really, I had no issues. I don't know how long they would have lasted because I got rid of the CBR 250R after several months with only like 2,600 miles. And then I got the CBR 600 RR. They had Michelin Pilot Powers tires on that bike, which are pretty good. Good overall feel, pretty much on par with the Bridgestone Battle Axe BT16s. Good in the corners, good dry and wet conditions. Really nothing I can say bad about them, except they didn't last that long, and I ended up getting Michelin 2CT tires, which were the absolute worst experience that I've had out of any of the sets of tires I've had over the years. I'll tell you guys, those Michelin 2CT tires love to pick up road debris, especially nails and bolts. On 3 different occasions, I got 2 nails. I got a nail in one, and then I got an evil bolt, which you guys probably remember seeing that video I did way back years ago. That evil bolt that I got on the tire, man, is horrible. And after that, I said, you know what, I'm getting rid of these horrible TCT tires, which maybe I just chalk it up as bad luck. But then I went with Dunlop Q3s, and I will tell you, those Q3s are fantastic, excellent feel, decent in rain and excellent in dry conditions. Just a fantastic tire. But the bad part is that they wear out fast. And I also tried the Dunlop Q4s, and they wear out nearly as fast. But excellent field tires. For those of you guys who are going to do track and street, that is a good tire to do both on. And then, of course, with the CBR 1000 RR, when I got that bike, this bike came with Sport Max qualifiers, which you see right here on the original rims it came with. And I'll tell you, I did not really particularly care for these tires. They were okay. I didn't really like them that much, but I ended up switching to the best tires I've had so far are the Pirelli Angel GT tires that I currently have on this bike right now. I will tell you, these tires last a long time, have great feel, and good in wet conditions as well. You can look at this. This is after like 4,000 plus miles here, guys. Look at that. Tread still good, man. Look at that. No problems. Feels good in the corners. These are sport touring tires. So if you're going to do track days, this is probably not the set of tires that you want to have on your bike. You're going to do both street and track. Like I said, you probably want to go with the Dunlop Q4s or the Q3s. Can't go wrong with either one of those. They're just not going to last a long time, so you're going to be spending more money, putting on tires and wasting, But if you do track, that's what you got to do. Unless you get a second set of tires, which I had planned to, with these extra tires, wheels, should I say, I was going to put a set of track-only tires, either slicks or some Dunlop Q4s on there, but I haven't got around to going to the track. But on this Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 factory 2017, I have on These came with Pirelli Super Corsa SP tires, and I will tell you guys, these tires are absolutely fantastic in dry conditions, not in wet conditions. These are just as good as the Dunlop Q4s, or maybe even a little better, some people may say, but they're not good in wet conditions. You have to be very careful when it starts raining. I haven't had any issues, but I don't ride in the rain, but when I did get caught in the rain, I just was very careful with these tires, because just look at the traction pattern on here. See that? That's not really meant for wet conditions. As you can see, I have chicken strips there because I live in Cleveland, Ohio. We don't have twisties here. The only twisties we have in Ohio are down in southeast Ohio on Ohio Route 555, Ohio's Tail of the Dragon, which I've ridden on 4 times. It starts in Zanesville, Ohio, and ends at the West Virginia border. 1.5 hours of cool twisties through beautiful scenic countryside. Road conditions are sketchy though, with gravel here and there, horse manure here and there, but a really fun road to ride on. I had Dunlop Q4s, I believe, at the time on my 600RR when I rode it 4 times. Like I said, that's a fantastic tire, but they just wear out fast, man. And these tires look like they wear out pretty quick too, man. I only got like 1,500 miles, 1,600 miles on this bike or something like that. Those tires, as far as dual sport, my WR250R 3.0 version. This bike came with, I believe, Bridgestone TW 301 and 302. 301 in front, 302 DOT knobbies. And those tires, I didn't really care for those tires at all, and they wore out pretty quickly. And I was glad they did, because then I switched to Dunlop D606 tire and a Pirelli Scorpion MT21 tire on the front. Fantastic combination. Now with the DOT knobbies, they suck in wet conditions, but they'll get you through the mud, but it'll struggle. But the compound, the rubber compound on these tires are not as tough as the straight up dirt knobby tires. So, but that's a trade-off, but you can ride these on the street, as where you can't really ride the dirt knobbies on the street. Though I'll tell you, the D606 tire, they don't last long, man. I don't even think I made it to 1,000 miles before them tires, the rear tire wore out on my last set. Then I switched to all D606 tires. I have D606 on the front and on the rear. That combination is just as good as the MT21 Scorpion on the front and D606 on the rear. Currently I have IRC heavy duty tubes in the tires. I haven't had any pinch flash, nothing, knock on wood. It's been fantastic. Overall, I highly recommend the D606 tires, man. That's what a lot of people, those are the recommended tires on this bike. Also the Scorpion, like I said, Pirelli Scorpion MT21s are fantastic as well. You can't go wrong with either one, but they're going to wear out fast. So if you do a lot of dual sport riding, guys, you're going to be changing rear tires often. It's not like these street bike tires that last a lot longer. Getting to the Supermoto, this is a 2019 Yamaha YZ450FX that I converted to a street legal Supermoto / dual sport. I did a full bike build series on this. I'll include that video link, a playlist video link in the description and comment section of this video. Go check it out. Currently I have on Schinkel 705 adventure tires. These are dual sport tires. I did make these tubeless, the wheels tubeless, using 3M extreme tape and also marine sealant. I did a video on that to show you how to do it. I'll include that video link in the description and comment section of this video as well. The benefit to that is you don't have to deal with tubes, less weight, and also if you get a puncture in your tire, you can easily replace it with a plug kit on the road. So as we're tubes, you're probably going to have to call for a tow unless you can pull the rim, pull the tire off the rim and fix the tube, which is probably not going to happen out on the street. So you're best to make these wheels tubeless, which these are Warp 9 wheels. Absolutely fantastic. You can see black spokes, blue hubs, beautiful wheels. I've had no issues whatsoever. I've had no issues with the tubeless setup, by the way. It holds air just as good, if not better, than the street bikes here. The reason why I went with the Schinkel 705 adventure tire, dual sport tires here, is because this tread pattern allows me to get into the woods off-road. It will get me through the woods. At first, I didn't appreciate them at first because I was used to the DOT knobbies and the in the mud. You know, in our Ohio woods, we have mud. It's always saturated most of the time. Very rarely is it all dry. And these tires slide all around in the mud. But I will tell you, it will get you through the mud. It will get you through the woods. You won't be stranded like you would if you had on straight up Supermoto tires, because the rubber, this is a 4-ply rubber here, and it has a rubber compound that's tough, that resists tearing off-road. As where regular tires like this, if I were to take this off-road, these tires here, it's going to tear, and it's not going to have good traction at all. If you've probably seen some moto vloggers out there that have gotten stuck in the woods in mud with regular Supermoto tires. And I will tell you, these tires handle good on the street. To me, I've had no issues. I've done over 80 miles per hour going around corners on this bike, which I don't recommend doing. That's foolish. But I've had no issues whatsoever. And these tires are tough. They can withstand these crappy streets of Cleveland that have potholes, beat up, rugged, just crappy streets. And it does a fantastic job of riding on the street in wet weather, dry weather. Cornering is okay, no problems. Like I said, gets me through the woods. And in my opinion, these are the best tires if you want your Supermoto to have the best of both worlds. The 17-inch Supermoto wheels, but yet have fun on the streets, but yet you can take it and get through the woods without being stuck in mud. This is the best set of tires you can get, which, by the way, I'll include a link to all the tires that I recommend in the description and comment section of this video. Highly recommend those. But as far as the cruiser, I had the Ducati X Diavolo S. Those came with Pirelli Diavolo Rosso 2s. And that bike has a 240 rear tire, so it picks up a lot of debris. But those tires perform pretty good on the street. I can't really say I had any issue with them. But I haven't had any other set of tires on that particular bike. I got rid of that bike after about 7 months of owning it. Absolutely a fantastic bike. In my opinion, it's the best cruiser you can buy right now for the streets. If you want power, looks, and cornering ability, it's just an absolutely fantastic bike. But overall, guys, I have to say that, like I said, best street tires, Pirelli Angel GT tires. Like I said, they're on sale right now. I have a link to where you can get them. Really good deal right now. And like I said, the D606 tires for Supermoto, Schinkel 705, fantastic. You know, but for those of you guys who want to get my gear, you know, like my airbag vest, my neck brace, my leather pants, camo pants, gloves, all my stuff, I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos, or go to my website, CycleCruza.com, click on the menu tab, My Gear, and that's links to all my stuff.
Hit thumbs up, check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.